Hey, this is Andrew Guy, and today we're discussing the cell division. We're talking about cell division, how cells are able to replicate themselves, duplicate themselves, so therefore you don't basically run out of cell. So I have a really quick and easy way to get you to remember the steps or the actual stages of cell division. Right? It's called I Pete made a touchdown and then he went psycho. Alright? So I Pete made a touchdown and went psycho. Are you ready? Let's do it together. So the process we're going to describe today is called mitosis, which is just division of body cells. Alright? Are we ready? Let's go. And it really starts like that. Real simple. The concept is, first I said I P M-A-T, and then here I'm just going to put psycho as in C-Y-K-O, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and explain what I mean for each of these, because I'm big on mnemonic, and I believe that when you use a bunch of mnemonics, it helps you to jog your memory, to bring back information really quick. Alright, so I means interface. This means prophase. This means metaphase. This is anaphase. This is telo. Some people say telo. This is telophase. And this is psycho or cytokinesis. Alright, so here we have it. I Pete made a touchdown, then he went psycho. Interface, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, or telophase, whatever you want to call it, and then cytokinesis. But what does it look like in a picture form? It looks like this. This is a normal cell with a nucleus in there. And then after here, we come down here. Now we have the normal cells, and then the chromosomes, they basically unwind themselves, looking like a spaghetti, so to speak. And then down here we draw another circle, and then this time what we're going to do is show the little chromatids lining up at the center. They line up at the center as like this, right? So they'll line up at the center, and then they're going to actually separate and pull to either side of the cell when they're separating. Basically they're sharing the DNA information. Alright, so then after that we're going to come to anaphase. And anaphase, basically I'm going to draw a circle just a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to put the two ends where the centrioles, where they're pulling the actual chromatids to either side of the cell. So right now we're having a division of the genetic information. Then I'm going to come down here, I'm going to draw something that looks like a peanut. And then I'm going to go like this just to fill in each side. It's not completely even, but I just want you to get the concept. And so what I want you to focus on is this little part right here, almost like a cleavage, wherein that the actual cells are brought to, the one cell is going to become two cells. So we're talking about a one cell that's going to begot two cells. So right now here is a telophase. Then I'm going to come down here now. The cleavage has been completed, and then we leave from starting with one cell, and now we ended up at two cell. And then the two cells going to beget 4, and the 4, 8, and the 8, 16, and the 16, 32, and then the 32, 64, and the 64, 128, and so forth. Alright? So it's just trying to show you how the cell divides and replicates itself. Let's say, for example, if I were to scratch my skin, I would scratch off some of the cells. So therefore, if I didn't have this process going on all the time, what would happen is that I would scratch off a cell and it wouldn't replace itself, and then guess what? After a while, after doing that, I may have like a hole in my skin or a hole in my arm, because that cell didn't grow back. Okay, so we're doing this as we speak. It happens so fast, so rapidly. The body is very efficient in basically replenishing itself, remaking itself, remodeling itself. All right, and all of this lends itself to what we call homeostasis, a balance, trying to keep the body alive. All right, so here we go again. We said I Pete made a touchdown, then he went psycho. So it really means interface, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. Cytokinesis is basically when the cytoplasm splits and then you get two cells from that one cell. We say here that we have the normal cell where we have a nucleus inside, and then the nucleus basically unwind the DNA information, and then here we will have it looking like a spaghetti form. And then now it lines up at the middle or at the center, and then we have it down here where the centrioles pull to each corner the DNA material, because they're starting that division of the DNA material. Then we come down here, this looks like a peanut, and the peanut basically, because the actual cleaving is actually taking place right now. And down here, the cytokinesis, where you get your two cells. All right? Was that easy? So remember, IP made a touchdown, then he went psycho. Why? Because of cell division. And last but not least, we call this entire process mitosis. So there you have it. Today we talked about mitosis and the process of cell division, wherein IP made a touchdown, interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. If you don't get it by now, I believe you will. Just play this video about 50 more times, and I believe me that you're going to get it. All right? Again, this is Andrew Guy, just helping you out to understand science from a new perspective. Be sure to leave us a comment. Take care.